All right, so today I'm getting further to prepping to replace the floor pan, and also the fact that we are actually going to get this thing sandblasted in the end. I ended up getting a bonus from work, or I'm getting a bonus from work because of work that I did at the beginning of last year that it's taken a whole year to get to me, but that's here nor there. So I'm going to be removing the front fenders. I got some stuff on the interior to remove, like electrical and everything. Unfortunately, there's a ton of noise going on around me in the neighborhood. But then start potentially cutting some of the floor out as I get some of it done, and just prepare for replacing the floor pan, because it should be in on this coming Monday, which is just a few days away. And then hopefully I can get my dad down to come and help me out. So that's the plan right now, and we'll see how far we get today. So luckily, because the last state that this was in from whoever owned it before us, they didn't put down a lot of bolts into these fenders because they must have been in the process of working on it themselves. So I gotta remove these. I'm doing these so it'll make it easier for any toe panel work once we're working on the floor pan this next week. But I am very happy that bonus is basically going to be the cost of the sandblasting in the end. And then they, for some reason, like double nutted this bolt on the bottom, which makes no sense whatsoever, but it is what it is. And I'm so not used to working American Standard anymore, so I'm trying to remember, oh, this size is that, and that's going to be that, just by eyeballing it. Like, my brain goes more so, oh, that looks like a 13, that looks like a 10, rather than ½ inch or 7/16 or anything of the sort. Cool. Headlights out. It would be nice if I had like a battery powered impact for doing some of this stuff, but I don't. So it's all gonna be hand tools for the most part. It should just come off. I don't see it is attached to, besides just sitting behind this bumper here. So it should actually just kind of finagle it out. There we go. Okay. All right. 2 for 2. Okay, so let's get the grill off. I think I might go get the bumpers off too, but I'm gonna need to make sure I hit that with PB Blaster, because old bumper bolts are notoriously a giant pain in the butt. It looks like I just have the inner brackets. So I might just be able to pop those inner brackets out And if I do that, I might just be able to take all of the brackets off if I'm lucky. So right now, the church down the street, the church that I go to, they're getting their roof replaced, so you can hear the roofers in the background with the nail guns, which is awesome. Like, a bunch of things happened lined up to give the church the finances to be able to do it, because that was a concern for a really long time, and they've needed to replace that roof for a very long time, like easily 10 years ago. Are we going to end up using this original grill? Probably not. It's a little banged up, but it could easily be fixed for sure if someone wanted to take the time for that. That's not something I'm concerned about right now. I'm gonna grab just a deep set 5/8 and see if that handles it. To be honest with you, most of the time I feel goofy actually filming any of this, because I mean, I'm no expert. Like, I know a decent amount of stuff, especially more so about muscle cars than a lot of other vehicles, but doing this floor is going to be the first time I've ever done a floor on a car. All right, let's see if this pulls out. Maybe I'll get lucky. Yes, I'm like 3 for 3 right now. 4 for 4, something like that. Who's keeping count? Right? Doesn't matter. This guy, I don't need to take off, really. The core support doesn't look bad. Like, it looks pretty straight. It doesn't look like this thing's really had, besides maybe a fender bender, like front end damage. Like, there isn't a major crumple somewhere. So, like, that's reassuring. But it does look like someone cut out the front cross member. I don't know if maybe that was something that was done to fit a bigger oil pan. Who knows? I mean, the engine isn't even in here. So we'll see. Now with all that stuff off, which I'm happy about, I can think about some of that wiring and stuff, because I need to finish getting all the wiring out. Okay, so I gotta start getting some of this wiring out. Oh, this is an oil pressure line, which is old and bad, which is going to get thrown away. It is somehow wrapped in electrical cord, but it's disconnected from both ends. Maybe I can. There we go. Nice. Oh man, this old this old wiring harness. I don't think this thing is going to. Oh, it came off in one piece. I mean, that's actually surprising. So cool. There's that. Let's see if I can press these tabs and maybe get this to push through. I don't think so. I think that's going to take some persuasion on the inside. But got these, which are technically cut. And I think that's the parking brake cable. That's cut. Let's see if we can feed this stuff through real quick. Maybe. I'll have to try from the inside. I'm gonna get these brake lines undone and then clean up some of these fasteners and then just move to the inside. Okay, so I did a lot in here already. Like I already pulled out the dash, stereo, and so on, and I still have these little buttons and stuff to do, but really the bigger thing is I'm going to try to pull out the wiring harness. I have the wiper assembly to unbolt and so on, but we're getting there little by little. Lots of nooks and crannies where like leaves and things have gathered and collected and so on, so I'm hoping like there's no surprise rust in some of these pockets that are gonna be hard to reach once we get to that point. But if it gets there, then like probably gonna do like rust encapsulator or something like that. All right, so I got everything out from underneath the dash. I got a little bit of cleaning to do, but pretty happy with where that stands right now. Probably gonna worry about getting all the windows and window trim and everything off next, because I think I'm gonna send it to sandblasting before I do the floors. I'm still trying to line that up, but we'll see how that goes.